Hey guys, okay, welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you for being here. Okay, hit the subscribe button. Everybody, okay, like my video. Go ahead and hit it. Okay, get it out the way because you're gonna want to see me later on, and I don't want you to miss out on anything else that I talk about. Okay, it's kind of a secret hidden page, versus a lot of other people, but I'm different, and I want you to know that I still exist. So go ahead and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button also. Feel free to comment. Like I said, whatever. I don't care. I will respond back to you. Um, so don't mind me because I'm just getting some things together right now. Um, let's see. So unfortunately, the last video I made, it's not going to be anything depressing or anything like that, you guys. I promise, it's not going to be anything depressing. Um, if anything, you like to hear what I have to say. So, um, and it doesn't matter what it is. Okay, so the last video I made, I talked about a numerous of things that were listed on in my notebook, and I wanted to cover everything else that I so-called missed out on that I know would probably be like very beneficial to some of you, if not all of you. But I did want to let you guys into the the process in which I am delivering my messages. Make sure you guys can see me good enough. Can you see me good? Okay. So, let's see. What do I have here? How to get rid of a beggar when you can't afford to give. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. You might be able to afford to give. Okay. Now, not being able to afford to give to someone may not necessarily um mean that you don't have it or you do have it, but some people should understand that there is a certain type of way to get rid of someone. Now, it's not that you have anything, against that person for asking you for something. Some people ask you once and more than once. People look at beggars as someone who would constantly ask you for something over and over and over again. But if you look at the definition of beg, to beg means to ask politely. So that could be once and never again. And some people ask politely, which is beg, um, not quote unquote, but quote, but not quote. Um, some people actually ask more than once, and it can be annoying to some people, or just to see someone out on the street begging or asking someone for change or money or things like that. Um, but however, and of course, it don't make some people feel comfortable because they don't feel like they will get a good look after they are turned down or after they turn another person down for getting something that they've asked for, or maybe they don't have um what the beggar is asking for. So people get all sorts and type of looks and things like that. If you guys see anything different with this video and me acting any type of way, I feel kind of like sluggish or whatever. I mean, not really sluggish. Yeah, I ate a lot of food. I ate some French fries, and I ate a grilled tomato sandwich with lettuce and mayo with salt and pepper on it. And I went to Cindy's in Greensboro. a restaurant down there downtown, kind of like near the Urban Ministry and UNCG. But anyway, then I also got me some coffee and I ate like 5 bananas today and some almonds and um some candy. So I think I'm pretty like set right now. But anyway, I wanted to just pinpoint on a way to get rid of someone who is literally begging, and this technique works a whole lot because it all has to do with respect and polite. You don't have to curse that person out or get upset or show that person that you don't like them, or to make that person feel indifferent and not a human being, because that person, you don't know where that person has been, and you don't know how that person got to where they are. So you don't know how much that person have worked. You don't know that person's situation. So in order to give the feedback to the beggar is to say that you are sorry. That makes them get up and walk away because they don't want to hear it, but they rather hear that than hear something else that will invite them to come back and ask you again when you just told that person no. Because a lot of times people look at people who are asking for things as beggars, but a whole point of begging is not to be abusive and ask them. It means to act politely. And there's a scripture in the Bible to where it talks about Jesus actually allowed, or God actually allowed some people to stand at the gate and beg because they were not pushy, hostile, or greedy, or rough. They were, and the definition of beg in the dictionary, it says for itself, just like it is described in the Bible. It means to ask politely. So you won't get a grouchy, mean, rough person to ask you politely. You're gonna get them to ask you in a way, or demand it, or say, "Give it to me," or "You got it. I know you got some money." Blah blah blah. That's not someone that's going to ask you politely. You see, when someone asks you politely, you can tell the heart and if they are sincere and serious about the situation that they are making, and literally. But you have to literally say, I'm sorry, I don't, not right now, I'm so sorry. And then that person would say, okay, thank you so much, and they would leave. Instead of you yelling at them and things like that, that's going to make them backfire. And you may get a reaction out of them that you really don't want. Maybe you do want the reaction and you don't care, but that's not going to lead anywhere positive. So just think about that. Okay. I can cross that off my list. I talked about the beggar. Where's my pen? I don't know where my pen is at. I don't know where I put the pen at, but I'm gonna go ahead and just read the next topic. Where's my pen? No, I want my pen. I want my pen. Oh, here it is. I knew it fell somewhere. Okay, so we got the beggars out the way. You all know what to do now. I'm tired of explaining myself to people who don't use their imagination. That, my friend, gets under my skin. Um, I wrote that down yesterday actually. When someone tells you um who they are, or when someone tells you that they are literally doing something like looking for employment, or out there telling you something that is not that hasn't happened yet, but you're telling them in detail, describing literally anything, and that person seems they kind of want you to dig a little bit more deeper. And if you have summarized and maximized the passage detailed as you could for that person to understand what you were trying to say, and that person still does not get it, so they feel as if you need to come out to give out more information. That to me, my friend, is dealing with someone who does not have an imagination whatsoever. And if they do have an imagination, they are not utilizing that time to maximize it and think a little bit further and a whole lot deeper, because it clearly indicates that that person does not have an imagination. I have literally, and I'm gonna stop using that word because the lady told me that I need to stop using the word literally, but whatever. Um, I might need to, but start having an imagination. Like, please start having an imagination because it lets people know um how you maneuver in your own life and how do you think your way out of tough situations, and if you are capable enough of knowing how to um, decode a lot of things, and think your way out of things. I mean, you need to have an imagination nowadays, because without an imagination, then how are you going to have the hope and the faith for your own well-being? You see what I'm saying? You need to have an imagination. You need to be thinking about plans, um, long-term goals. You need to be thinking about why you were wrong and the other person was right. You need to be thinking about how that person was. You know what I'm saying? Everything goes back to imagination. So that right there, I am done. I'm sick and tired of explaining myself to people who don't use their imagination. Now, there's a lot more to that, but I just know that you have an imagination and you're going to understand what I'm saying. So we can cross that one out. Yeah, I have a whole bunch to talk about, but sooner or later, I'm going to make sure that you guys are picking up on the details a lot more closer with this channel, because I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm not here to make anyone feel less invited, less of a person, because everyone's invited to my channel. I can't believe I'm actually in this room again doing another video because I was supposed to be going somewhere else. But yeah, so that's it. Oh, and another thing, I don't really come to people. People usually come to me, um, and tell me. Then they turn around and tell me not to give or talk to like everyone, or don't hang around a lot of people, which is understandable. That is like number one priority, because you have to keep yourself protected and keep yourself in the right environment. What my problem is that I already know how to not approach anyone and to stay to myself. Now, a lot of people who see me know the type of spirit I have, and they know that I'm a generous person. They know that I'm not the person that's out there looking for trouble. They see a lot of peace and calmness in me, so they feel like I'm the person to be around. That is perfectly fine. I want people to think that about me, and that's just me in general, because no, it doesn't feel good to have someone not want to be around you when you know you're not the type of person that should be drawing people away from them, um, because of your spirit, your spirituality, your lifestyle, your characteristics, and the fact that you have a very giving mindset, and that's something that is needed in the world today. But I'm just letting you know, um, it got under my skin to hear some people say, and mainly, well, okay, I've gotten something from mainly women, but sometimes it was men. They would say, why are you talking to this person, or why are you explaining yourself to this person? I'm like, okay, trust me, I know what I'm doing. Okay, there's a certain thing where you have to leave a certain situation, and either because you're spilling out too much information, or that person don't deserve to hear your information because of their lifestyle, and and a numerous of things. But when it comes down to a stranger approaching me, and I know that person may not be, someone that I would want to be around, and I start to have a conversation with them, I know what I'm doing. I know that whatever I'm saying with that person, because I'm not planning on being around them long enough, but at that point in time, I'm just so happen to be in that area, and it's not um, the situation is not really allowing me to just get up and leave that quick and easy. However, I can, but I'm there for a reason. And trust me, I wouldn't be anywhere that I'm not supposed to be if I didn't have to. So whenever I am around someone and their lifestyle and characteristics are is like total opposite of mine, not that they're a bad person, but because I cannot obtain my daily duties and responsibilities in the presence of theirs. And if I do get a question, or just anything to do with engaging in a conversation with a person that is not a good fit for me. However, if it seems like it's a good conversation going, and a person beside me can see that, then trust me, I know what I'm doing. You can be petty at times, but sometimes you just can't be that petty. You got to know how to carry yourself. You got to know how to word things to certain people to let them know that, hey, we have nothing in common, and you can clearly see that your lifestyle is different from mine's. I cannot allow you to hold me back. But while I'm around you, I will give you some good positive encouragement, and or a certain type of um, conversation that's going to allow you to benefit from it, versus immediately running from you, walking away, knowing that I need to be in that area at that point in time for help somewhere and somehow. So that's my reason. I've gotten this woman came up to me and she was like, "Why are you talking to him, and why are you doing this?" And I'm like, "Okay, first of all, I know what I'm doing. Second of all, I know what I have to do to get that person to stay away from me, but at the same time, let that person know that I'm not about to just literally disappear, because you have to show that person that you're going to disappear rather than tell them. But to let that person stay on track and believing in themselves and staying focused with them and not you, because some people can be around you and try to attend their focus on you when it shouldn't be on you. It should be on them, just like yours is on yourself. And that's just not to protect them, but it's also to protect you. So I like to tell people that, I know what I'm doing. I don't need you to sit there and baby step and coach me because you see me talking to someone else. Like, first of all, we're not in a relationship, so why are you even having this conversation with me about who I'm talking to? Why am I talking to everybody? You got to understand, Chris don't just approach anybody and start having a conversation. People start coming to me having a conversation because they see the type of person that I am. My personality is just open. But I stay to myself a lot. So when people see me by myself, they feel like they need to step in. Some people feel like they need to step in and engage in a conversation to get me back talking. But my whole point of being quiet is to literally protect myself. And I'm 100% okay, but it shows that the person who stepped in to engage in the conversation, it shows that they don't have any peace in their life, and it shows that they don't have any passion for being still and being quiet, just like me. Because if so, they wouldn't even have approached me, and we wouldn't have a long conversation. Now, if a good person has a good spirit, a good heart, and a good environment within and on the outside of them, then that's okay. but I'm talking specifically to the ones who come around me, and then other people wonder why am a person like me talking to a person like that, you know. And when I say like that, I'm talking about someone who does not have this anywhere shape or form type of lifestyle that would be considered the environment that I should be fitting in. So I mean, take it or leave it. That's what it is, you guys. Okay, I'm going to give it to you as raw as I can. You may not have heard anybody else give it to you like that, but I'm going to have to literally demonstrate the way, I literally carry myself, because I have not been seen um, on video explaining my life like that. So, I mean, I'm going to have to just, Facebook and, Twitter and stuff, of course, I've utilized that. But when are you guys going to understand how I literally explain myself on a video, so that none of you or some of you won't, hesitate on just knowing that this is just me, this is how I do things, this is how you do things and things like that. So boom. So I got that one out the way. Let's see. Don't smoke. Okay, smoking is really bad for you. Yes, God asks you to do things in moderation, but your body is a temple, and you don't want to put anything in your body that's going to cause harm. There's ways now that you can quit smoking. I'm just letting you guys know. Um, Smoking is really, really, really not good. But I'm not going to just pinpoint on that, because that's not something that you guys need to be coached on. But I'm just letting you guys know for sure. Like when I smelled it and other people smell it, they tend to get allergies. And not only that, cigarettes not is it's not that it's going to cause you harm for your body, because that's why on a pack of cigarettes it says may. So it may cause harm. So you don't really know how much mercy God has over your life in order for you to still be living because of that choice that you're doing. And another thing is that I've seen some very good looking attractive people sit there and smoke, and they're just like everyday people. But my thing is that you don't want people to not want to approach you, or for us, especially someone who is there to help you. You don't want that person to not want to be around you, because they seen you with a cigarette in your hand, they seen you smoking, or because you smell like it. um it's not a good look. So this is like the new generation, so you can kind of like relax and let that go if you're already smoking. Just singing, because you're gonna feel more better about yourself, you're gonna feel more accepted. If it's hard for you to quit, then you should start um conserving, doing things in moderation, and stay away from people who smoke cigarette every 2.5 seconds, because chain smokers are the ones who literally are doing something totally different to their temple. Like they literally like backfire. That's not moderation at all. Chain smoking is not moderation at all. And then also, um, when the package on the back, it also says that okay, it may cause harm to the body. Now it says may because some people don't even look like they smoke, and then some people look like they smoke, and it tells that they're smokers because of their image, the way they're shaped, the way their face look. It looks like they don't have um enough fluid in their skin, or it just looks like drought and really drained and dry. People can tell by your voice, or they can tell just by just like the way your eyes look and things like that. So just to always think about that, guys. So I just wanted to get that out the way for sure because everywhere you see in public now is literally about to go smoke free. So you don't want to be the only one still out there smoking cigarette. Nobody wants to be around this person because someone may be there to help you for something good in life, but because they saw you outside in public literally doing that, if you're trying to quit, go inside, guys, or go behind a building where there's no windows. Don't let anybody look down out the window and can see you. Don't stand out there in front of the street just because you're outside. Ismo, go hide because it's not a good look. Somebody who wants to help you or someone who is really, really good, who take care of themselves, who you can benefit from, you may not even get that opportunity to even speak to them or for them to even walk past you because they see what they need to stay away from a jump. So just think about that. And if you are more concerned about your looks, you would stop because you would know that there is a slight chance that your looks and your appearance might change due to that. But once you stop, you're going to see your beauty increase and get back to normal. Um, so we got don't smoke. Oh yeah, like I can't record anything out in public no more because I mean it depends on what type of people I'm around. I can't really record a lot of stuff out there in public because sometimes you might get someone who is really rude and they tend to get in the way on purpose, or they stop and they stare for long periods of time, and it makes you feel nervous and uncomfortable about filming. So I mean, because of where I'm at, in my situation, I it doesn't really matter, but I have to make sure it's not that many people around because some people can literally distract you on purpose and just make you feel like, okay, just like agitated or paranoid in a way. I don't never feel paranoid at times, but if I do, it's because of where I'm filming at, and they are not used to having or seeing someone literally film out in the open like that. You might see someone take a picture out in the open in public and things like that, but whenever someone is literally recording a whole video on YouTube, my thing is like sometimes it's easy for you to do that because especially if it's a woman, she's out there in public. But excuse me, I'm tired a little bit, guys. I wanted to say not all people got like 28 minutes, but not all people are like that. So yeah, um some people are really rude, and I do not want that to happen at all. Like seriously. Um, and that is pretty much it. That is a short video. 28 minutes. I can't believe I was talking for that long. I did not know it was gonna be there. I was gonna be this long on this video. But I'll see you guys next time. I'll make another one tomorrow. Nope. I'm not gonna speak on that. I know I'm gonna make one tomorrow, but I'll make one another one later on or something like that. But however, I had to use this room because it was like more quieter, more impacted within the sound. I had more space. So I'll see you guys later. Nice talking to you. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and like the video and place your comment down below. See you guys.